Bench her. Caitlin Clark fans calling on Diana Taurasi to be benched as she is having a horrible Olympics. As the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris have unfolded, a growing chorus of basketball fans has emerged, calling for the veteran Diana Taurasi to be removed from the starting lineup of the U.S. women's national team. The loudest voices in this movement belong to the passionate supporters of Caitlin Clark, the young Iowa phenom who was controversially left off the final Olympic roster in favor of the 42-year-old Taurasi. The U.S. women's basketball team has cruised through the preliminary round, securing their spot in the quarterfinals with a 3-0 record. However, the play of Taurasi, considered one of the greatest players in the history of the sport, has left much to be desired. Through the first 3 games, Taurasi is averaging a meager 2 points per game on 16.7% shooting, to go along with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. In the team's most recent victory over Germany, Taurasi played just 6 minutes, going 0-4-1 from the field. Her backcourt partner, Chelsea Gray, also struggled, contributing 0 points in her 6 minutes of action. Meanwhile, it was the younger generation of U.S. stars who led the way, with Jackie Young coming off the bench to score a game-high 19 points, including 5 three-pointers. The glaring discrepancy between Taurasi's illustrious career and her current Olympic performance has not gone unnoticed by the legions of Caitlin Clark supporters. Many have taken to social media to voice their frustrations and demand that the coaching staff make a change to the starting lineup. Diana Taurasi has done so much for USA basketball, but it's time to bench her, wrote one fan on Twitter. Caitlin Clark deserves to be out there representing her country, not someone who can't even make a shot anymore. Another fan echoed a similar sentiment, stating, "The old guard needs to step aside. Taurasi is a legend, but she's clearly past her prime. Put Sabrina Ionescu or Caitlin Clark in the starting 5, and let them lead this team to gold." The calls for Taurasi's benching have even extended beyond the passionate online fan base. Former NBA player and current ESPN analyst Jalen Rose weighed in, saying, "I understand the respect for Taurasi's career, but at this point, she's just taking minutes away from younger, more dynamic players. USA basketball needs to make the tough decision and relegate her to a reserve role." While the outrage from Caitlin Clark supporters is understandable, it remains to be seen whether the U.S. coaching staff, led by head coach Dawn Staley, will heed the growing calls for change. Taurasi's experience and leadership have long been viewed as invaluable assets for the national team, and the coaches may be reluctant to make such a drastic move mid-tournament. Nonetheless, the performance of the U.S. women's basketball team in the upcoming knockout rounds will undoubtedly be under intense scrutiny. If Taurasi continues to struggle, the pressure on the coaching staff to bench the legendary guard will only continue to mount, with Caitlin Clark's supporters leading the charge.